Awesome. So who recalls what happened last time?
We fucking killed the ninja.
I don't remember what happened last time.
We killed some
Was it
vigilantes.
last time when we killed the vigilantes? Yeah.
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 So on.
And then they exploded, like all good vigilantes do.
Well, one of them
Yeah.
exploded, and didn't I steal the mask or something off of...
They both exploded after they died, but yeah,
Right.
you managed to salvage the fucked up mask.
Oh yeah, I've got the Sparrow and the Fox Knight helmets just in case we need to use them as fall guys.
Yeah,
for
just to
anything.
remind you guys, that's the Fox Knight, Arbiter of Justice in the Night, and this is Sparrow, the girl superlative.
Yeah, definitely not a rip-off of Batman and Robin.
Shut up. You don't pay me for originality.
We don't pay
No, I
you.
don't pay you at all.
Exactly. Cut me a check and then we'll talk. I'll make my own concept art for people, Jesus. So yeah, you guys had become big enough crime lords that you had actually incited your own vigilante justice.
And then fixed it.
I mean, they killed basically your entire operation, but yeah, you fixed it.
Well, they killed the grunts.
They killed the grunts.
Killed the most expendable part.
Trent and Schubert are still alive. You managed to save Trent, who was hiding in the box.
Didn't a bomb go off or something?
Yeah,
They
no, that was
exploded.
after they died. Predator.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. If you remember that conversation about 10 seconds ago.
He doesn't.
He was too busy thinking about his foot because he's not a boss.
No, Tom was just late to the conversation after being late to the session.
So yes, you guys took care of business on the sort of business front, and you guys sort of retire to your own places to catch some rest, knowing that Sly was going to call you very soon. Was there anything that you guys were particularly wanting to do individually, bearing in mind this might be the last time you might get a chance at downtime?
I want to go and have a bath.
Yeah. Alright, Cookie has like a 3-day bath.
I feel like after a day in the bath, you'd need another clean bath just to wash off the muck from the bath.
Oh yeah, it's 3 solid days of switching between bathtubs.
Yeah. There's just constant running water. It's almost like a shower, but in a bath form.
Basically, he just gets thrown in a river.
Oh, I hope he aimed for the water.
I'm just going to go around doing some doctor-y things that doctors do.
Yeah.
Dr. E things.
Yeah. Like stand behind presidents during talks.
Don't forget your stethoscope.
Yeah. I always carry my stethoscope and I make sure that I've always got it.
Well, yeah, otherwise you're not a doctor.
Well,
That
yeah,
is
exactly.
true.
How would they know? You know, I'm not like Doc Grubbs where I have to remind people that I'm a doctor. I just wear my stethoscope and people
Oh no,
go,
it's not remind, it's convince.
Exactly.
DJ Big Russian had no need to convince anybody of anything.
He had constant needs to convince all of us.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, there's only one way you get that good at carving bodies up, and it's either being a butcher or being a butcher.
I really wish he would stop referring to my loins.
Anyone else? Yeah, John, River, anyone?
River would like to assist John with whatever it is he's doing because she's still all about that detective learning.
Yes.
Detective
learning.
I guess John will do some detectiving. So otherwise,
Thank
River's
God,
got
this
nothing to
learning.
do.
This learning was not going to work.
Was there anyone in particular, or was there anything you were looking into, or is it just like holding out another job?
Generic, someone has turned up at my door with a case, because that's...
Yeah, roll 3d6 for me.
Ooh, good roll.
Lovely. So an attractive young lady makes her way into your office.
Thank you.
Is like waiting outside the door. Is waiting outside the door when you arrive. Sort of when does John arrive at his office? Is it like a regular time or just when he feels like it?
When he feels
Oh,
like
it's got to be afternoon.
It sounds like you're suggesting John's office isn't also his bedroom.
After he's given Cookie a sponge bath.
for 3
Is that
days.
the case?
I like that it's actually just a supply closet in his house. It's the cupboard under the stairs.
Please, let's go to my office.
Yeah, no, you go there.
Roll with a briefcase and walks like to the bottom of the steps and then back up to the.
Yeah, no, you get asked by this young lady to find. She says she's wanting you to help her find her father. You know, she was estranged from him for a while, but hasn't been able to find him. Last time she heard, he was living rough on the streets. She gives you a photo, and it's
It's Fox Night.
No, it's a army photo. Is a picture of, it is a slightly older picture of a guy in sort of military buzz cut, with his sort of like uniform on with like some modest amount of medals. You see he's a corporal, and underneath it says Corporal Douglas Fairside. And she says, yes, he was last time he was seen, he was the last contact I had was from somewhere in the city, sort of around this area. She pointed to like a certain sort of area of sort of London area of sort of South Bank. So yeah, free to approach that however you wish.
Do I, like the famed Detective Holmes, have a network of homeless people? That would really help me find a homeless person.
It would help a bit, yeah.
Have you ever?
Unfortunately, you just have an opium habit.
Roll streetwise for me.
Can River assist with that? Oh, I don't think you
Of
fucking
course.
need it.
No, River definitely has some street contacts.
Roll it again, see if you get that 20. It was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot.
No, so you... yeah, no. Sorry.
Alright.
Sorry, there's just some bags falling down. So John hits the streets. He does know quite a few sort of down and out people there. He slips a couple extra one-longs just for some information. On occasion, he's got a couple of guys he's friendly with. He show around the picture for a little while, and a lot of people don't sort of get it, don't sort of seem to recognize someone until you come across one of your buddies called Tommy, who looks at it for ages until he kind of peers at it, smudges it a little bit, and sort of like almost like holds his hand up to sort of like block out the top of his head. And he goes, "Oh shit! Oh, that's Dougal." And he said, "Yeah, no, that's Dougal. Yeah, oh man, I got some bad news for you. He basically sort of goes on to tell you that Dougal was a guy who like lived really close by, and just one day sort of found dead. It looked like a overdose.
This was very easy case.
Yeah.
Good work.
He does say it's really weird. Like Dougal wasn't into that stuff. He kicked it years ago. Kind of weird that they said that, but I mean, no one's gonna fight finding a homeless guy like dead on drugs. No one's gonna look into it too much. But there you go.
I guess we should look into it. Wait,
Do we
I
follow
guess-
obvious lead or call day done? I could go for lunch.
Maybe lunch, and then we'll decide.
Lunch and then we'll go help out.
Priorities.
Well, you can't investigate on an empty stomach.
Yeah, come on, man.
Oh,
We're
geez.
not
I think all
animals.
detectives are chubby.
I'm gonna
Um,
investigate the sandwich situation.
I'm going to investigate some fillings. Let's see what they
Just bite into a sandwich and there's a needle in it. Oh, I can see how that would happen.
so yeah, you guys go get a tasty lunch, refuel. Was there anything you were doing after that, or were you calling it a day?
I mean,
Her dad's dead.
I feel like we should tell her that at least,
Mhm.
and then maybe she'll pay us to find out what happened.
Mhm.
Smart.
You know, let's not do it for free. You know.
Okay, yeah, no, you call up the client and you break the bad news. She's understandably
Daddy dead.
very upset, but she seems a little bit sort of not relieved, but almost like lets out a big sigh of almost like closure, and after a moment she finally asked, like, "Oh, it's okay. I can't pretend like I wasn't partially expecting this. I don't know if I want to know this, but how did he die?"
I decide if I tell her it was an overdose or just say that he succumbed to life on the streets.
I mean, if somebody else made him overdose, maybe she knows something.
Yeah. Okay, I'll run it past
It's your
her that
call.
he-
I'm the apprentice here.
no, I'm just going to tell her that he died saving someone.
Classic.
That's what she wants. She wants him
Yes.
dead.
Yeah.
Roll a deception check.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Just with very sad. It's not your best.
Let me roll something.
Burning building was a crack, Dan. He was on crack. He set the building on fire.
She
He was
says.
saving his crack.
She says, "Now my dad was an all right guy, but he had his problems. There's something you're not telling me here."
I reveal Daddy had an overdose.
I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't say daddy like that. It's a bit.
I would. I think it helps.
No, we're not 100% sure it's on him, but there's only so much we can do for the entry level.
Bah.
That's
She-
pretty brutal.
Hey, we don't work for free.
She's she's like, "Oh God, that seems a bit more accurate. He definitely had some problems, which, if I'm honest, is kind of why I hadn't spoken to him in a long while. I mean, I don't really have the money to investigate, so I don't know. I might just need to, always wonder."
That's some guilt tripping right there.
Shame. Well, we'll keep, ear out. If we hear of other homeless people mysteriously overdosing who don't take drugs, we'll maybe get in contact,
Mm-hmm.
We can do passive investigation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm forgetting who the apprentice was.
Add it to the board of unsolved cases. It's a massive board.
It's just a board filled with suspicious overdoses.
Were you going to look into that?
I don't know how well. I mean, we could ask around, see if there's been a string of it. Because hey, if there's lots of people that this has died from, that's lots of families who could pay us.
Yeah. Roll an investigation check then with your homeless network.
Look at you, fucking hell.
It's almost as if I built my entire character around being able to
Right,
investigate
investigation.
things.
I'm really glad you did, because I just like the idea of solving mysteries, so I'm really happy to be just hanging around.
We're about to become the fucking mystery machine gang.
That's what this is all building to, is a horrifying cyberpunk mystery machine squad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is Tyrion Scooby?
Yes.
Yeah, Cookie would make a good Shaggy, actually. Yeah, no, definitely. With that, asking around a couple of the local homeless guys, you find that there's been quite a spate recently of like homeless people, like just waking up dead, overdosed, with some of them not really much of a history of drugs, really, or like former users, or some of them just seem quite out of the blue.
Is it all in the same sort of area, or are they scattered?
You're able to kind of like sort of like map them out, and there definitely seems to be sort of like an area, like not like just a couple blocks, but certainly like a neighborhood where it's been going on.
Is there anything? Yeah, is there anything like in the center of the neighborhood? Is it generally a shitty neighborhood? Is there a medical clinic in the neighborhood?
There is.
Medical research center.
I mean, there is a medical there is a clinic. You actually know Splint's clinics actually in this area.
At least the most suspicious bit. Splint is killing homeless people. I fucking knew it.
This whole time.
Maybe we should get Splint involved. This is how we form the mystery machine. Like, we need to get people in.
Yeah, we'll just call Splint and tell him to bring a stethoscope.
This could be the doctoring things he's doing in his downtime.
Okay. You check out Splint. What are you asking about?
I just want to find out, has he been getting, I can put on the accent if he wants, has he been getting like lots of, basically, has he been having any like massive increase in, non-addicts having overdoses? Has he noticed that? I know they're dying, but like, some might survive.
No, I'm not seeing an increase at all. No, I'm not.
Maybe Splint's being framed.
Splint, have you been killing homeless people?
Of course not. I'm a fucking doctor. Do no harm.
We've watched you shoot a lot of people.
That's not stopped you before.
Yeah, but that's using the Hippocratic oath. It's a loophole when I'm in trouble. That's how I justify it. In a fight between me or them. Well, I'm quite fond of my own skin, really. But
he's talking a lot about skin.
I ain't got a problem with fucking homeless people.
This is an awful argument.
Well, I mean, sorry, Sam. Next time I'll prep, shall I?
If you could, Dan, that'd be great. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay.
Just elevate. Let's just elevate this whole thing. Yeah, but what are you doing with that?
Well, if Splint hasn't known, the pile of dead people outside his door,
I mean,
and he wouldn't lie to us.
He would.
So,
That's true.
so Splint, like,
He
hasn't
can't.
seen any particular change in the amount of people that have been dying. Like, I can't be able to do the voice or anything. But, like, Splint spends his time in the, like, downtime thing just treating people. So, like, he sees gunshot wounds, like, everything. So, when you guys are doing most of your stuff, like, Splint just does it for money, which is why I end up getting so much money. Because I just work on the clinic.
Yeah, we've really got to start billing people for this detective work.
Yeah.
We always tell them we will, and then we never invoice them.
Yeah. But there's... So they're not coming to the clinic, but they're
So-
dying...
Yeah, they're
in the
just dying
neighborhood.
on the street, so...
Yeah. So Splint's gonna take this opportunity to talk about a thing he came across once in a session with Ed. So he was out doing like the general rounds, and he found a corpse of like a woman that had been killed, and there was some kind of what looked like almost like a zombie that attacked Splint whilst he was in the middle of kind of investigating what had happened. But
Ooh.
he killed it, and it, like, that was it. It was the end of it. It was dead, etc., etc. At the time, just thought it was like a one-time thing. So that was like a session that me and Ed did during downtime.
Did it have needles for fingers that were filled with heroin?
No, but it had like pushed its fingers like into something's brain.
Gross.
I'm assuming to eat the brain. This was, I think, before we went to Wales.
Yeah.
And you know, there are zombies, and you were like, just gonna sit on that.
I mean, Splint's seen some fucking mental shit.
Yeah, alright, fair.
We don't know Splint's backstory.
No, I'm happy not.
He's been in the fucking army, mate. He's seen some fucking shit, mate. But no, the main thing is that Splint's whole thing is he doesn't talk about anything when it happens in his clinic. So that's his backstory, is like he doesn't
Oh.
ever talk. You can say it in the bio thing, like, it's neutral ground, what happens there stays there. So if there's gangs out there using zombies against each other or killing each other, it doesn't come any further when it gets to my door.
I mean, the homeless people haven't had like gang affiliations or anything, have they?
But again, don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah,
nothing,
yeah, of
nothing that you guys that you're sort of
Nothing immediately obvious, and yeah, you
Yeah.
feel like probably be kind of obvious, but
So, you know how, like, the Splint can't keep secrets? This is why he just doesn't talk about anything on there, because
because he'll just tell you.
he'll just tell people things and get murdered, because he'll be like, oh, yeah, I had, fucking Billy the Kid in the other day. And then they'll be like, oh, Billy the Kid, well, where was he? And he'll just be like, oh, he's over here.
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck. And then Billy the Kid, Senior, will come in and, like, fight.
I really hope that's one of Ed's dogs and not just Sam making those noises.
It's Sam getting annoyed.
I am very angry.
Yeah, they're having a good time.
So are they...
So it's
Is
kind of like always been like the whole reason why Splint is so successful is because he doesn't talk about things like that, doesn't ever reveal it to anybody. He's neutral ground.
He's cyberpunk Johnny Tight Lips.
Exactly.
I
Except when it comes to secrets we want him to keep from outside of his clinic, when he's Johnny Loose Lips.
Well, he doesn't talk, like, that's the thing, is that he doesn't talk about it. Like, the reason why it's so shit is he keeps asking questions, he just tells him the answer.
So are
Got
they
it. He's Hagrid from first one.
That's how I based his idea on, is basically Hagrid. Where it's not that, like, he, like, likes to tell the secrets, he just constantly, like, says the thing by mistake. That is genuine inspiration on that side of
Nice,
things.
nice.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything you're doing with this new information, or you sort of,
What, the zombie?
or any of it? Yeah.
Yeah, probably just leave that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Zombies are scary.
That's kind of what I did.
It's true, yeah.
Alright.
We'll go just go
If
back
there's
and look at the
nothing
big
else you're
elephant
doing with that,
mysteries.
Yeah, I think that goes on our list of brush that under the rug, and if it comes up, we'll claim that this has all been part of the investigation, and we'll bill for all these hours.
Yep. Cool. Alright.
You are getting this detective thing pretty damn quick.
Yeah, just have not figured out how to print invoices off of my computer yet, though.
Yeah, we've run out of ink.
Gonna charge them for the hours as soon as you know how to tell them the charges.
As soon as I figure out QuickBooks.
Just trying to work out how much our time is really worth.
You owe me a lot of money. How much? I don't know.
Wish I knew, yeah.
I'm used to just dealing in briefcases.
You owe me 3 briefcases full of money.
What?
Awesome. Alright, cool. Anyone else? Jameson, Mr. Ditch, anyone?
I have a plan.
Yep.
I would like to go to the most expensive explosive shops I can find,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to ask the man behind the counter very nicely if I could have £1 million worth of compact bomb.
That is a very normal.
£1 million of compact bomb, singular.
It's compact bomb a thing? I just haven't noticed in the...
Nope, I'm just asking for a very expensive, relatively compact
Oh,
explosive.
just literally like the C4 equivalent or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm hoping for £1 million I can get some pretty spicy shit.
Or just lots of it.
Walking out with a wheelbarrow full of it.
I'll take it. I'll just take a Bergen just full of it. That's fine.
About
Yeah, no, for $1 million, for $1 million one-longs, he, the guy, like, you just flashed that much cash, and I would like this much explosives, please. And he just, like, shoos, like, the one other guy out. It just, like, kicks him out the door, locks it, and then, like, just, come with me, and, like, goes down, like, a little hatch behind the counter, and takes you into, like, the back room.
Is Jameson considered like a whale in the arms dealing industry?
He's like
This-
the fucking Ricky Gervais version of like when they were like, oh, people keep coming up to him like, I don't know how much the price of milk is now because I'm so rich. And he's just like, don't, it's $1,000. Is that going to be enough? That's basically what he's doing. He's walking in with a million like one-longs and being like, I want some explosives. Is that
He takes you through to like a different like lockup inside that, and opens up, and there's these like just like stacked bricks of this sort of plasticky material, and he says, well, for that, including detonators and for the charges, I can give you, and he just sort of levels up like half of it onto like a counter, and it works out about like 50 kilos of what is essentially C4. Well, we'll call it it's C5, the best one.
That's so futuristic.
Yeah. The ecstasy is cyberpunk.
So 50 kilos of C5 and associated...
With like associated detonators and firing pins and whatnot.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I will not question his price. That seems reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of like levels of destruction, if I were to set the whole thing off at once, are we talking like hospital like Joker hospital bomb or like 9/11?
interesting
Yeah,
scale?
I'm really worried that your
Those are pretty-
starting demolition point is blowing up a hospital.
We have just been in a hospital that was hit by a terrorist attack. There is relevance there.
Fair point.
I suppose.
He basically says, whatever you want gone, this will make that so. You will have to be very far away when that happens.
Yeah, what's the safety range on the whole thing?
I mean, dude, mate, if you set this all off, like, I mean,
In all seriousness,
he just like looks around, and then like he just sort of like there's like a map of like South Dank just like on the side of his shop, just like one of those like decoration things, and like it's got like maps of like local like routes and things like that he's got for like some of his trade, and he just like spreads his hands out and just goes there, and you can see it like about like one sort of like entire city block.
I always enjoy the stage of the Cyberpunk campaign where we become essentially a PMC.
So yeah, like for ease's sake, like about what like one city block it could like take out, and thus if you placed it strategically in like a big building like a skyscraper, you could conceivably take it down.
Sounds like something stuck in his throat.
Nope,
Sure sounds okay.
cackle of glee.
I've seen Glee, and I don't think they cackle. They sing.
They do when they have this
Yeah.
much explosives.
Yeah, no.
That rival Glee Club's gonna get it.
And for my own benefit, I'm assuming, much like C4, this stuff is like stable as fuck. Like if I don't put a detonator in it, I can literally play basketball and it wouldn't blow up.
Oh yeah, no, this stuff is really stable. Like that's why you can see
It's
it's
seen
got
it
a
shrink
lockup, but it's not like a weatherproofed lockup that you would have for a lot of other types of explosives. He's just keeping this like next to like the other ammo and stuff.
He's just like, yeah, you can burn this, chew it, do what you want with it. It's fine.
He like rolls one up into a ball and is just like tossing it against the wall.
I just had a very amusing thought. Can you imagine if you had a compound that was this explosive that was also a non-Newtonian fluid? So if you didn't like,
Oh god, so you have to keep playing with it.
if you left it still, it would just turn into a puddle.
Mate, that is quite a cool little thing to be able to have.
But you could like, yeah, because if you wanted to like put it in anything, you could.
That'd be a fucking amazing breaching charge, wouldn't it?
Word,
You
actually,
could go for like locks, because you could like shove a load of it in the lock, and then it would like melt into the lock.
Yeah, well, I mean, breaching charge, exactly that. Like locks,
If you tried
doors.
to like put it against a wall, it would just drip down it.
It's fun to play with. Great for blowing up a kindergarten.
America is going to order a
Oddly
lot.
specific like buildings. Lovely. Anything else you were doing?
You know the like super duper like health insurance that comes with its own like squat team.
Or like the
Squat team.
The
Huh?
trauma teams.
Yeah. How much is it like to get cover for a trauma team for like a few days?
They don't do day long like by like a day or
Sorry,
hour.
they
It's
don't
like
do it as you go.
Yeah. What it requires is going to trauma team headquarters, being fitted with a what's called a deep rescue tracking chip, which is well, Splint would be able to tell you, is several chips implanted in various parts of your body. Incredibly,
But not
they
limited
need to be
to
surgically implanted,
the penis.
and because of the sort of investment required, they only take like like plans for at least like a year.
I can't believe we've never thought of this, but yeah, how much do trauma teams cost, like per year?
At about 10 million.
Right then.
It's an expensive operation. You got to pay the bills.
Do they take credit card?
It sounds awkward, so I can't be bothered.
It's not a quick fix. It's not something you'll be able to sort out in the matter of a few days.
There aren't any handy paramilitary groups I can just bribe to come and act as a get out at some point, is there? Someone with a like small private army just be like, can you come and if I like hit this button, You come and get me out, me and my friends out from wherever the fuck
I
we
mean,
are.
you could definitely do. You could certainly work something out with like certain like there aren't necessarily like PMCs as such, but like the gangs, like some of the gangs are kind of basically private armies. So there are certain ones, if you're on good terms with or you paid them enough, I'm sure they'd consider it.
I'm on good terms with someone. I'm sure I did a thing. Okay, now you're asking. Who was it? That's my taco addiction.
Addiction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hang on.
I'm addicted to tacos.
Oh.
This is a thing that has not come up at all this game.
Nope. Final session.
Every time we've not been looking at it, he's been cramming tacos.
You have never once mentioned tacos.
Literally,
I
it's been on my character sheet from day one.
I refuse to believe that you've eaten a single taco since this campaign began.
What do you mean, me or Jameson?
Jameson. Obviously not you.
Well, he's got a fucking addiction. He's eating tacos. He's just not a degenerate, so he doesn't eat tacos in public company.
Yeah, he doesn't
He's
eat
got it.
them.
Why is
He's got it
that
under
a degenerate thing to
Just
do?
shoving tacos up his arsehole.
Have you seen a man eat a taco, like ever?
Actually, no, I haven't, Sam. No, I haven't, if I'm honest.
Well, then you wouldn't appreciate, Dan, that there's no elegant way to eat a taco, and Jameson is nothing if not elegant.
I had tacos 2 weeks ago.
I had tacos yesterday.
Yeah, but Tom, anything you eat is just...
Not only is Jameson has eaten tacos during this campaign, as have I. Anyway,
Tommy's scary to watch eat with a knife and fork.
What?
can't find the name of the gang that I'm
Knife and fork.
I'm just going to ask
The
Ed
taco.
Nicely who would be the most appropriate for this situation.
I had it at the Lake District
Oh, shut up.
at that Magic Roundabout.
Tom had tacos in the Lake District.
Yeah, I had it at a Magic Roundabout.
So,
with
so
the Cannon
Sam,
Lake.
I haven't seen a man eat a taco. I have, however, seen a nonce eat a taco, and it was disturbing.
Well, that's that bit burnt out of Richard's podcast.
No, this is now a nonce outing podcast.
We're not talking about nonsense, we're talking about tacos.
Gosh.
I thought we were talking about Tom.
Yeah, nonce.
No, there's probably one of the best ones would likely be the family, which is one of the biggest gangs in South Dank, and consequently they have some very big muscle, and they're not unknown to like hire themselves out to people.
I would like to, sort of pre-book, as it were. I'll offer them like a 20% down payment
Pre-book what?
for the price of an extraction on demand from somewhere in Central.
From Central, you're negotiating with the guy. Roll a persuasion check.
Can I
Central's
assist?
When you're
gonna be steep.
Just with the family thing that he's doing.
Yeah. Can I have assistance from the
Can
doctor?
I assist him?
I mean, yeah, if Splint's with you, you can help out.
You're welcome.
Splint's guest starring in all of the...
You smashed it, boy.
They puzzle over it. They think about it, and thinking it through, they say for extraction from Central, like that's quite a bit. So they go off, speak to someone, and come back. They say we're talking at least for an extraction, sort of sky calf, and about half a dozen guys with heavy equipment. Let's just call it a round mill for a one-off thing.
Done.
Yep. Shake your hand. He gives you what looks like a detonator switch. He says, Now, this is what you get if you break this or lose it. The deal does not. You do not have any right to call us. This is the only thing that we will respond to. And
5 one-ons, he gets his detonator confused with that.
if whenever you press this, if you're on the toilet, we are gonna kill everyone in the building and get you out of that building, and then we will be square. Those are the terms.
I can make a point of highlighting that there are other people I'll be with who I don't want dead.
You're back.
So I'm just going to give them a quick rundown of the party so that they don't just charge in and kill everybody but me.
He says, as long as they're not we joke, but as long as they're not making hostile moves towards us, they won't be harmed by us. We will only take out those we deem a threat. And you supply them with, sorry,
Mr. Ditch, are you paying attention?
Always.
Huh?
Always.
Good, because I don't want you not recognising your fucking way out and attacking them and then you dying. Well, that wouldn't be so bad, but it would be inconvenient and a waste of my hard-earned one long. So please pay attention. If they can.
If they talk shit about my waifu, they're having it.
Oh god, who's your waifu and do I want to know?
Jameson's the wife.
I knew it.
He's got a hologram of Jameson like a pinafore. Anyway, that'll do me. I've just blown 2 million one-longs on dangerous things. So
Nice.
You have blown 2 million one-longs on 2 detonators, one of which kills everybody around you, the other of which kills everybody around you and extracts you. This is going to end.
Reasonable investment.
you have to press them in the right order. It's very important to press them in the right order. One of them
Is it red, green, or red, green, red?
It doesn't matter.
One of them you press when you want to
Oh
leave.
no.
Yeah, one of them you press when you want to leave, and then the one you press when you're halfway home. You got to get them right. On that note,
I do like the idea that they're just 2 identical detonators.
James needs to be very careful that they're very easy to tell apart. Also,
Was there anything else Jameson's doing?
making sure I've got plenty of ammo stocked up, and other than that, gonna grab a beer and that'll do me.
All good. Mr. Ditch, were you doing anything to prepare?
Yes. So Mr. Ditch is going to buy. He's going to buy a energy drink, a firebomb, and a grenade, bandolier, and 8 grenades.
All right. So 8. Are you? So basically there's a mark. Are they just frag grenades?
Just frag grenade. Just frag grenades.
So the frag grenades come in 2 strengths. There's the Mark 1, which is 50,000 per, or the Mark 2s, which are obviously stronger, and they're the 150,000.
Just Mark 1s, I think.
All right, 8 Mark 1s, that'll be 400,000 one-longs, and did you say you wanted a firebomb?
And a firebomb, yeah.
That'll be 30,000 for that one.
The 830,000.
What did he spend 800,000 on?
430,000.
Oh, 430,000. That's better.
Bandolier of grenades.
Oh, nice. Cute.
Now, grenade bandolier, do they include the grenades? Or just the bandolier?
Yeah,
Oh no, it's
Oh,
very
no.
fashionable though.
It's very fine workmanship.
Okay.
Hand-cut leather.
it just has foam grenades as placeholders.
It's just gold encrusted. It's like those guns that like Mexican gangsters have, with like the engraving in the gold.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Not yet. So I'm gonna get Can I buy enhanced nanopacks?
Enhanced nanopack.
What the hell is that? Are they like medkits?
Please
They're
remind
like
me.
kits. They are a character injects themselves or injects others with a syringe gains 4d4 plus 4 hit points.
Oh, very nice.
Let's do that. Yeah.
They're 100,000. Are they 100,000? Yeah, they're 100,000 each.
Oh yeah, I just found it.
So I'm going to get 3 of those.
Yep.
So enhanced medkit. Let me put that on my thing. And I think it's probably going to do fuck all, but it sounds cool. Get some nerve toxin. 3 nerve toxin vials.
Put them in the same kind of syringe, yeah?
Yeah. I'll mix up all the labels.
Ben's just going to speculatively stare at the labelling process and just judge silently.
Actually, how much have I got left? Yeah, let's do 3 of those.
Yeah, no, that sounds cool.
Then Mr. Bitch is going to spend 300,000 one longs on Pachinko. Or
Roll,
300,000.
roll a gambling check.
Oh, here we go.
Roll the marbles. You break even. With a mild profit, you get an extra 20,000.
Yeah,
Pretty decent.
that's good.
Beautiful. That's everyone. No one else wants to sort of spend their last few days. This is all taking course since you got out of the warehouse over the course of about like 2-3 days. It's after then that Sly calls you guys all together again. You guys arrive back at the Silver Oak. And Sly ushers you guys all in. Drinks, as custom, are on the bar, already poured. He passes them round and he announces to you guys that he's got it all planned. And he proceeds to walk you through it. So he says, all right, it took some doing, and but I think we got a workable plan here. So this is how it's going to go down. In the evening, in 1 day hence, we're going to make entrance to the sewers here. A holographic map shows up, sort of projected against the wall, and he points to an area within Central. He says, trying to get through the sewers between outer and then inner London is too hard. There's thick grates, there's fucking too much shit, and too many people have tried to sneak in to Central. That way they've got too good security on it. Easier to get in above and then get in below. So we gain access in here, and then thanks to you guys with the biometrics that you have acquired, we'll be able to make our way through some smaller access tunnels to the base of this building. And what he shows up is this humongous skyscraper, like a normal, like a custom sort of skyline feature that you're used to seeing in Central. It's this massive sort of pointed, jagged building. He tells you that now this is the branch of the sort of Royal Guard in Central. The reason for this, below here, is where we have the synth repository, where they are kept and where they are reconditioned and where they are updated. Difficult sticking point for us, though, is that the servers which control this are higher up in the building. Now, we will have to have one team make their way into the synth sort of holding area to deliver our sort of nanogel, holds up the sort of vials that you guys have acquired.
Sorry, Ed, that reminds me. Can we create some grenades using that privately before we do this?
Oh god, yeah.
Can we say that we did that?
He says,
The
sure.
one that we stole, sorry. Look. So that he doesn't know we have them, but the ones, remember we stole 2 vials?
Okay. Oh, yeah, of course. Roll some engineering, I'll say. That's kind of like...
Engineering.
Yeah, sort of...
Can Cookie assist?
I can assist with some engineering.
Yeah, you'd be able to definitely do that.
You just have to call me from the bath.
He's got you on like FaceTime, just like walking you through.
Near my
And
mum.
you're just constantly saying, please hold the phone higher.
Cookie, what's your...
He's dropped the phone in the water, it's just showing off his balls.
Much better.
Awesome. You were unfortunately Splint was very distracted by Cookie accidentally like lowering the camera a few times. But Cookie keeps a clear head, and you guys are able to suss out some plans and put something together. So you guys are able to make 2 grenades, sort of nanogel grenades. You're not sure exactly how great they're going to work, because unless you test one of them, you don't know. But you're convinced they'll that on a direct hit they'll probably do similar effect as you guys had found they had on Jameson's arm.
Cool. Who would be the best person to give these to? Who's going to be the best at lobbing grenades?
What was it? Strength check?
How many have we got?
2. I reckon River's going to probably be quite good.
Well, I thought River could be quite good for having one to, like, if we need to get up close to some kind of big mech or something.
Yeah.
That's
You can-
like River's
Haven't you
good
got a
for
secret
sneaky.
pocket? Have you got
I do, yeah. I have the hidden little storage thing in my arm. Actually, yeah, it's a good shout. I could put
put one
a
in
grenade in that. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna call it a goo grenade. What's it actually called?
Just a nanogel grenade.
One goo grenade. Got it.
Goo grenade works good.
Goo grenade sounds like something that should be on Urban Dictionary, doesn't it?
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Ugh.
That's like I gave her a right goo grenade last night. That's how that's used, that sentence. I think the other one would probably be either Cookie or Jameson.
I'm probably not lacking for explosives, so I will allow Cookie to take that one.
Okay.
There we go. Goo grenade for Cookie.
Goo grenade.
Nice.
Cookie. She is a cookie.
Right, continue with Sly's story, Ed.
Awesome. So he basically tells you that essentially you need to have sort of 2 teams, one to make access to the actual repository and sort of deliver the nanogel. But what you will need is someone to access the server room, which is placed here, and he indicates on a little zoom-in hologram, sort of an area much higher up in the skyscraper, where this will essentially allow access for things to be sort of changed with the Prince programming. Without that, unfortunately, nothing will be able to happen. They would get wiped and immediately sort of reprogrammed with the sort of previous,
The master code.
the master code essentially. It needs to be wiped at the synth repository and in the server room.
So we're using the same gel in both locations.
Yep.
Right. Perfect. And we have how many canisters?
Oh, you have like 9.
Right. Do we know how many we're gonna need? Is it like 1?
He says like it'll just be 1 per.
So if we all take 1 each, that's a good.
Yeah.
If we all got 1, then no matter who's where, like in terms of like, we suddenly realise we haven't got a canister both.
Yeah, good shout.
What are we going to do with the spare ones?
Oh, yeah.
He says,
I think we use some with grenades, so
Pardon?
we probably used up one when making grenades, didn't we?
No, we used 2
That
of
was
the
our
ones
own ones,
that we
yeah.
stole for the grenades.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But we have 9 the legitimate ones.
I don't see any reason we need more, to be honest.
Yeah,
That's
so
not-
that's fine. But so we do it even here. Are we going to try and put them somewhere safe? Are we going to try and take them with us but steal them? You know what we did.
Maybe, yeah, we claim we need them. Just as backup.
yeah, I guess we'll take
And if
them.
we don't need them, we claim we did use them, you know.
Sly's just like, yeah, sure, take them. I mean,
Because
this
we
is what they're
openly
here for.
discussed stealing them. One quick question. So there's 2 spots we have to hit, right? I didn't
Yep.
miss one, yeah? And the one that's like higher up in the building, is the building going to be staffed, like when we're there? Is that going to be like a covert operation, or is it just we're just breaking in? I can't remember the exact timing.
Unfortunately, these places are not going to be like anywhere else you guys have had to gain access to before. This place is heavily defended, and when I say heavily, I mean with a capital H. This place has anti-air guns, this place has internal sentry guns, this place has soldiers stationed at each floor, this has the fucking works. This has to be covert until the moment we hit it.
Okay,
When we hit it, shit
uh,
will go fucking nuts.
can Rivet immediately start putting on the Sparrow helmet?
Yeah,
Like, just immediately, she's going to dress herself like the Sparrow.
Nice.
Yeah, can Jameson put on the Fox Knight
Yeah, you
outfit?
can have the fox one.
Yeah, you can have
go for it. Go for it. Yeah, like this is for plausible deniability reason.
Goddamn fairies.
Can we do Operation Tablecloth on the mech? Operation Tea Trolley,
Yes.
Don't know what Operation Tea Trolley is.
where you put
Someone's thinking an OT trolley.
Oh right, it's that stupid. Okay.
put a tablecloth over the mech and just wheel it around
With some cheese on it.
with some
Uh,
teapot and biscuits.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking about it.
Push it with a penny on.
Yeah,
So we don't need to be particularly tech savvy at either location, do we, Ed? Like, there's no indication.
No, Sly says I mean, the actual administration of the nanogel, less so, as long as you got someone who has passable sort of like tech literacy to get like open up like doors and whatnot, then you'll be in business. The main difficulty you're going to have is our biometrics will get us into the synth holding areas, but unfortunately we are currently we do not have access to the server room. Now, the gel may be helpful for that. You could potentially use a canister on the door itself, which may gain access.
So,
Look at that trolley, Tom.
that's a good trolley.
That's terrible, trolley.
this is the question for Sly. We assuming
Can we
that
bring the dog with us?
Sam, Eddie's occupied at the minute. Wait,
Yeah.
she hadn't realised.
Sorry,
I don't know if he's there or not.
sorry,
That's all right.
Shelly dog.
Is it relatively
Fuck me, this tea trolley.
in the synth basement or holding whatever. Once we use the nanogel, that's ready to be safe place to be because you'll be surrounded by allies.
Mm-hmm.
Does Sly agree with that assessment?
He says they have beefy security, but it will not be the same. Like that is mostly from what we can see mechanized.
Yeah. Is it designed to stop an army of synths? Yes or no?
No. It is designed to keep people out. It does not seem like an eventuality they have contemplated.
Right, can I suggest we send Jean?
Who?
Yeah.
Jean.
Jean.
Sorry, I don't speak French. Who?
Cookie.
I'm not going.
You're not going at all?
No, I'm in the bath.
We'll wheel the fucking bath in.
Tea trolley.
Actually,
Cover it in a tea. Cover it.
I think River wearing the disguise might be a mistake
No? Yeah?
because you can already go invisible.
I know, but like, none of you guys can pass as Sparrow.
Fair point. I concede. Carry on.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to gauge who's gonna cop it if it all goes south up in the server room, I guess.
Well, my thinking is, you and I, if we're in the disguises, we should, if anybody's going to be caught on camera, it should be us over anybody else. But I feel like the odds are we're all going to get caught on camera with this.
Also, if someone's going to cop it, should be Cookie. He's the oldest.
That's true, he's got the least to live for.
No.
There is the saving grace here is that if we can get to the synth repository, there appears to be elevators which run the whole height of the we're at least high enough up the skyscraper that it can get you onto the same floor as the server room. So if you can get access to the elevators when you're in the synth repository, then you can probably get a group up to the server rooms with minimal sort of exposure through the rest of the building.
And how are we getting to the synth repository?
Through the access tunnels and the sewers, which you have the biometrics for.
Sounds like a plan.
And as for Operation T-Trolley, the access tunnels, when this is brought up, Sly kind of like peers at the hologram. He's like, give me a minute, and he like basically just enlarges everything and just like consults some like diagrams and some fucking blueprints, and is sort of making some measurements. He says, it might be a squeeze, but it does look like these areas can take sort of some degree of heavy equipment for when maintenance requires, so you might be all right.
This is what Mr. Ditch is going to look like.
It's a surprising amount of baking has gone into your disguise.
Oh, dear.
So we'll send Fox Knight and Barrow and Cookie and his, I want to say his maintenance trolley? That's actually a mech.
Yeah, Cookie's got a nice maintenance trolley.
You do remember how big this mech is, right?
Yeah, he's going to paint a face on it like Henry Hoover, and then
Hang on, I've got a better idea. Let's leave the mech with Mr. Ditch in it, in the lift, on the basement floor, and then when the shit hits the fan, he can lift straight up and he can be our route out.
Yeah, but then he won't get his chance to make his squeaky wheel noise.
We can wheel him to the lift as well.
He programmed it intentionally, the squeaky wheel noise. It's not even a natural noise. It's a speaker.
It's a challenge. He's got when he gets in the lift, he'll be a T-trolley. When he gets out the lift, he'll be a mech.
He has to go...
Anything from the trolley?
Anything
from the trolley?
Guess the time it takes for the lift to get to like the 50th floor or something like.
Tom, it's supposed to be a maintenance trolley. No,
Yeah.
we're not
It's
saying stairs.
maintaining people's illness.
They get tea and biscuits on Fridays.
We're gonna all die here. We're gonna die.
It's going to be fun, yeah.
I have a proposal for you all. So we send the Skies Vigilantes and Cookie dressed as a maintenance man to the floor with the server on. We have the mech in a lift ready to join if things go south, and Splint and John supervise from below and to come up with the mech if need be.
I like the sound of supervising.
We need someone. We need someone to be with the tea trolley to offer people tea, just so we don't blow the cup.
Splint in a maid's outfit and leave John downstairs with Sly to
Yeah,
make sure nothing goes wrong there.
is Splint going to put on that disguise? And he just posted.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
This is gonna end really well.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any objections?
I'm excited to die.
Oh, I mean, like, I don't have objections. More concerns.
Does anybody have any concerns?
Yeah, I haven't written a will.
All right.
Does anybody want anything from the trolley days?
Let me okay, final question. Does anybody have a better idea?
No,
Oh
definitely
god, no, yeah.
not. No.
We think it's fucking stupid, but we recognise that we're fucking stupid.
I have not been paying attention to what you want me to do.
What sort of biscuits do we need to pick up for the trolley?
Whilst this discussion is
only
going
one
on, Sly moves on. He says,
Only the best biscuits.
Sly says, and as for extraction, and
Can somebody tell me what I'm doing? Because I don't know.
Oh, for fuck's sake! So
the server room does control a lot of the
Well, Ed, I've left.
defenses. This means that we do have the ability to knock out any anti-air capabilities. Hence why I have organised an Airbus to pick us up.
What, as in, like, the big planes?
Kinda. Well, yeah. He just points holographic info, and it's just essentially it just looks like a flying APC.
what do you think? Wait, hang on. Let me get this straight. We're approaching from the sewers.
Approaching from the sewers.
Well, why do we need an Airbus?
Get us to the beginning of it.
Escape, yeah.
He says, I'm anticipating things getting a little bit hairy, but you guys can do whatever you like.
So the Airbus is the exit. Got it. Fine. Understood. Right. That wasn't. Or was it a distraction? You mentioned a distraction.
Oh, no, sorry. That was the exit. Sort of.
Right. Gotcha. Extraction. Right. I thought you said distraction. I was like, now I'm really confused.
No. Sorry, extract.
Although distraction is a great idea. How many flashing
You
lights?
guys are pretty distracting.
How many flashing lights can we fit to the mech?
Biscuit selection will be distracting, Sam. Don't worry about that.
We're all going to die.
There'll be a lot of spirited debates on the various pros and
I'll have
cons.
a bit on biscuits and bring the entire
We're
thing.
going to come to me. We're rushing away from the server room, rushing to the lift, and the mech will be waiting there, and he won't be fighting anyone. He'll just be arguing with the fucking bellboy about biscuits.
We're going to have a blind biscuit tasting selection.
in the middle of the corridor.
Yeah. We're going to have Bourbons and we're going to have Oreos.
Yeah. And no one's going to say they taste the same.
But it's going to be distracting, isn't it?
Okay, I have one last question before I stop asking questions. The River and Jameson's outfits.
Uh-huh.
They won't be us. We will be disguised as somebody else.
Yes.
I have a sneaking concern that the people we are disguised as will have no more authority to be where they're going to be than we would.
So far, no questions.
Yeah, I was going to say, you haven't actually asked a question yet.
Is that correct?
I mean, who are you going to be dressed as? Are you going dressed as Sparrow and the Fox Knight?
Yes.
In which case, it's about... Imagine a man trying to walk into MI5 headquarters dressed as Spider-Man. That is what the scenario you were describing.
I stand by my decision.
All right, what we're going to go for here is we're going to get us some fancy-ass suits. Just normal suits, not like space.
Normal
Right,
suit, yeah,
okay.
that's totally doable.
It's going to be Tony the Tiger and the Monkey Bar Kid.
So Jameson and James, we're not even gonna go shopping. I can't be fucked to waste time, but
You guys have a suit.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bought formal clothing for
Oh
everyone.
yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
dress snappily. You're gonna be a fucking secret agent for a day.
Fine, but I'm keeping the Sparrow outfit ready.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can wear that underneath. It's fine.
Yes.
That way, when we get out, when we put the outfits on the way out, we deflect suspicion of what we've done onto those bastard vigilantes we've already murdered.
I like it. Yep. And people think they're still alive.
Exactly. You either die a hero and become a villain of not the right sword, or
You either die a hero or a villain impersonates you.
how does that sentence end again? Right. I have no further questions, Your Honor. We can crack on now with everyone else.
Yeah, Sly says, all right, guys, drink
I
up.
have a question.
Yep.
Sam, you going to ask any more fucking questions?
Silence says yes.
Yes. Does suggest yes, doesn't it?
No words.
Quick bathroom break, and we will get underway.
I'll go and run a bath quick.
Yep.
I'm gonna make a lip tip because
I have a question. Which order? Which order?
The jam sandwich ones are pretty good.
Jam sandwich, jam sandwich, and bourbon, and custard creams. I go jam sandwich, custard creams, bourbon. Then I go whatever the chocolate ones are. They're probably chocolate digestives.
Yeah, but
Then
they're
I
not.
go.
I bet they're not McVitie's.
They're probably not.
Is
No,
it-
I think this is a McVitie selection.
Is it?
I don't know.
What? Oh,
I think this is a McVitie selection. Is it? I don't know.
what?
I mean,
Why?
I'm telling the
Why?
truth. I'm telling the truth. But
Great.
Dom's left here with us.
then it'll be party rings, and then it'll be
No, party rings.
ginger nuts.
No, party rings are below ginger nuts, man.
Yeah, jeez, man. Party rings are bottom of the fucking barrel.
Party rings
No,
are ginger nuts,
you're not eating them right.
man.
You need
What?
to
My
put
party
one,
rings on my ginger nut.
no. You put one party ring on every single finger on both your hands.
Yeah, if a food is
He's
better
not
to play
eating
with than it is to eat, it's not good food. Like,
It's all part of it, isn't it?
look, no disputing, party rings are the most fun to play with. All right, no denying that. But that doesn't mean it tastes good. Like, you know what else is fun to play with? Like a fucking trampoline. I'm not going to eat it.
Dom, you could have said a lady.
I was about to say hula hoop, and then
Tom,
realised that is the food.
What's the best yeeting biscuit?
It's the eating biscuit.
That's all about aerodynamics. So.
Can we not today?
I
I really want to hit this finale on pace, and we're just
All right.
sinking into chaos.
sandwich is the best for yeeting.
The what? The what? Sorry.
Sandwich.
Hang on, you're breaking up. The cheese sandwich, I heard. What did you say?
Just fuck off, the pair of you, and stop. I've had enough.
Have a sandwich.
I've had enough. Fuck your cheese sandwiches. Ed,
Do you know what?
Ed, please continue.
Jammy dodges are surprisingly dense, aren't they?
I will mute you.
No, I'm not saying anymore. I'm just laughing.
Ed,
Oh,
please continue. Just shout over them.
I think I've pissed myself.
Ed?
Oh, he's gone to the bathroom.
He's in the loo.
Yeah, he's
Within
chasing
this-
Rigby.
We've got to decide what biscuits we're going to take before he gets back.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Yeah. Look, we all know it's just going to be the typical corporate selection of biscuits anyway, so, you know.
He has no idea that he's been...
He'll figure it out when nobody's arguing with him about biscuits.
No, he won't. He will just sit there talking about biscuits on his own.
Oh, that's true. He'll consider him having won the argument as well.
He doesn't know. He'll be sat there at the minute in his room talking about biscuits.
All right.
Oh, they're back. I better bring
I'm
him.
sorry.
Sorry, we evicted Tom because he was talking about biscuits. I'll bring him back.
Yeah, cool. All right, so is the day of the operation. You guys have geared up as best you can. You still have your ambulance, which you had filtered, and Sly has that parked out front. He is dressed up as a paramedic with the full accoutrement in the front. Was anyone else wanting to sort of sit in the front cab with him?
I will, dressed in my formal wear and trying to like I'm a receptionist or something. I don't know. Somebody's PA. Yeah.
Someone has to do the admin in the ambulance.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Brilliant. So you guys set off from the with the ambulance. You make it through to the checkpoint that you previously gotten to before. Can you do you want to roll the deception check, or do you want Sly to roll it?
I'll roll it. I'll roll it.
Yeah, you roll it with advantage.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh my, what the? I'm really good at deception.
Oh, was that I miss?
I knew I shouldn't have worn the sparrow mask.
You stupid shit.
Actually, let's double check that on. Yeah, so you guys get waved through by the synth guard again, and quickly, make your way through Central. Sly just straight away takes you straight towards where your access point is, over to sort of like an outer area of the central London. He pulls into an alleyway and shuts the ambulance down. Opens up the little hatch into the main body of the ambulance. Says, "Well, here we go," and you guys all crammed up, like squished up, like around the mech, which they've just managed to jam in there. You managed to unload that and get out. There is not like a manhole, but like a sort of an access like ramp down into the sort of the sewers there. He sort of pulls out a glove and just sort of presses it to the biometric scanner, and it sort of allows him access, and you guys get funneled down there. Sly can roll navigation unless any of you guys wanted to, particularly.
I could assist.
Sly can do that. So Sly's navigation. This is cool. So. Not too bad, but with the map that you have, he doesn't get turned around for too long before finally finding his way back to en route. You guys sort of just pass through sort of average sort of sewers for a long while before coming to a sort of reinforced security grate, which similar thing has like biometric scanners on it. and he presses his little like cyber glove to it and gets admitted. He says, "Okay, from here we might have to get a little bit creative. It depends on sort of we don't have access to the guard rotors or anything like that. So we'll just see how we manage." How are you doing this? Are you guys trying to sneak through, or are you just guys trying to like confidently stroll? Or...
I am meant to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, can we like confidently stroll in, but like, I don't know, I don't want to draw too much attention to us. We're a bit of an odd bunch.
With the mech?
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
can't-
the oddest one.
Covered in a tea cloth and biscuits.
Oh, fuck off.
If anything, that makes it worse.
That
Just put it out
makes
there.
it so much.
You just got, if anyone questions anything, see if they want anything.
Is
from the
it
toilet.
something where you could potentially
just
see
fucking
somebody
leave
having a
Ditch at
personal
home?
security mech?
Yeah. Can we just leave Ditch at home instead?
Or that?
Just put him in front of a new pachinko machine and tell him to fuck off.
I mean, yeah, you could leave the mech ditch or ditch sort of by the sort of like access tunnel sort of gate, and then sneak ahead if you'd like.
It's alright, I know when I'm not wanted.
I don't know, I feel like I want the mech close in case shit gets real, because the mech's real good at killing.
Sorry, Ed, can you just clarify again what we're approaching?
So you are now in some just sort of like what looks like hallways now of like it sort of looks like an industrial facility, not so much like office or like lab space. It's more like industrial, and you haven't encountered anyone just yet. But everyone make a perception check.
Still shit of perception.
Whoops. That's performance.
Bam.
Yeah, if you
Can I take the performance roll?
oh yeah. I mean, Split is able to tell you, sort of make out, like, between you guys sort of bickering, like the mech stomping around. You can hear sort of, like, activity people down from the corridors down in front of you.
I can hear folk up ahead having a little natter. Just be aware. Are we going to move on, or what are we going to do?
Are we bringing the mech with us? I kind of do want it, but it is very, very conspicuous.
I think if anyone's got a high vis and a ladder, it'll be all right. I once heard that you can get into anywhere with a high vis and a ladder.
Just give the mech a high vis.
Tiny little jacket.
Yeah, I reckon we'll be fine. Let's just take it and go in, see what happens.
Alright, yeah, fuck it. Let's go with it.
Alright, you going for it.
Yeah.
You guys head in. As you guys round a corner in the facility, Sly's like leading you down, and he basically says to you, "All right, around this corner and through that door, we're going to come into the sort of the main holding area. It's just this massive open space, so keep to the sides and find what cover you can. If we're going to get seen, this is going to be it. But from what I can see on the schematics, there's a central control tower, or like bit that has the actual sort of, well, all the computery jiggery pokery in it. So that's what we're aiming for. Sound good? Off we go." And he just leaves you confidently around the corner. And, just walks through. As you walk through, yeah, it's just this humongous underground warehouse. If you imagine those like massive like Amazon warehouses, it's kind of like that, but just like you can see like on these like tracks that like whiz through the whole thing is that these like people or like synths, you guess, being just like sort of slid around on them, kind of like have you seen Monsters Inc. with
Oh yeah, with the doors.
like that? Yeah, and he's just getting like slid around. There's people, and you notice there's like probably about like 20 different styles, but there's thousands of them.
They all look like John.
Yeah, of these very few like sort of prototypes. It is loud in here. It is not deafening, but just like certainly fucking loud. And inside you can see other workers sort of making their way around catwalks and sort of making their ways up and down some of the aisles and doing their rounds. What are you guys doing?
How reasonable is it for them to assume that we're just other workers from a distance?
Some of you, yeah, potentially not too much. If you didn't do too much, the mech may be a problem for that.
The mech was stand in the corner like he's just part of the furniture.
Can do that.
And just pretend that he's like not got anyone inside him.
It's my special out.
Make him look powered down. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Well, have we got a sack trolley to just push it on?
Ooh. Can Cookie find a sack trolley?
Sack trolley.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Might be.
No, it is a sack trolley. Hang on, I'll show you what a sack trolley is. Is Andy like really drunk because he's not saying anything?
Yeah, I think he is.
Just asleep.
I have had whiskey, but I'm not that drunk.
Right.
Sack trolley.
Oh, right, yeah. Bit big for that.
Really?
This thing is approximately 20.
Fucking giant mech, tiny sack trolley.
Alright, no, that's fine. Yeah, can we just stand Mr. Ditch in the mech, like near like an exit hatch? Like,
yeah.
And just ask him to power down so he's like inconspicuous.
Like Scooby-Doo with a lampshade on.
Alright, Mr. Titch, make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh.
He's not stealthing, he's not trying to hide, he's just like, yeah, that's a power down mech.
There is also a place where they don't have mechs.
And he has to not drop all of his pachinko balls. So.
Can I assist?
Like finding a tank in a like Carphone warehouse.
Can I assist?
Can I rephrase my request? Can we all start moving before he does that?
Yes, we can.
Can we at least just put a sheet over me and then I'll have to stand still when people turn around?
Oh, are there any like wet floor signs or anything like that?
Not really here.
Where's that going?
Pardon?
Where are you going with that?
Well, just like if there are any wet floor signs, but like any other cones and stuff around it that look like cones for coordinating off an area, just put it around the thing.
Yeah, we'll give him a mop.
It's at this point that you guys, I believe it will be John, John and Splint, who have the highest sort of passive perceptions.
Yes.
You notice a worker coming from the far end of the aisle over towards you guys. He's got his head buried in a data pad, but he could look up at any moment.
Ruben, you're up, take him out.
What?
Splint's just going to walk towards him, also looking down at like his just medical thing, just looking relatively like a worker there.
Yeah.
And then he's going to hopefully walk past him, and then once he's got past him, turn around and come back behind him so that he's flanked.
Okay, make a deception check.
Deception check. Oof. 9.
That's okay. As you're sort of getting close, sort of within sort of 10 feet of him, the rest of the guys are probably about like 50 feet behind you. The guy, like, he hears your footsteps and looks up and goes like, "What? Wait, what the fuck?" And he like begins to reach for his belt, where you can see he's got some kind of radio.
Who's close enough? Is it just Splint who's close enough?
Splint is within 10 feet, or the rest of you guys are about 60 feet back.
Oh,
Cool.
shit,
What's the
okay,
range on Cookie's blackout thing? For disrupting comps?
I think it's
Ooh.
90 feet.
That's an option.
Bingo.
River was just going to bend over to distract him, but this is better.
That's
You want it?
Yep.
yeah. All right, the guy like grabs his walkie-talkie, starts like shouting, "Help! Breach! Security!" and starts like, backing away, looking like he begins to like turn to run.
Flint's gonna like look behind him and go, ugh, and then run in the same direction as that guy is going and try and tackle him to the ground.
All right, roll an
Yeah.
athletics check.
As this
Not
happens,
athletics.
Jameson's going to gesture to River that she needs to get over there quickly because she's probably the fastest moving in the group.
That is probably true. All right, River will activate her stealth field and just start running after him.
Oh no, not my stealth field!
What?
Athletics of
My
10.
stealth shield.
It's like my whole character.
Beats a 6.
Oh,
Yeah, you managed to tackle the guy. River, how quickly can you run?
That's
Or...
literally. I have a speed of 40 feet, so
Oh, damn.
Can you fly? Is it big enough to fly?
I can fly, but
It
I
is
assume.
certainly big enough to fly.
Okay.
how quiet is his wings?
They're not like like you can hear them probably about as loud as someone running.
Wings
Oh,
are
okay.
loud. It's a jet engine, so.
In this area, which is muffled by like the sounds of like machinery, these whirring tracks, and like and sort of just the general clatter. Like probably not too like conspicuous.
Yeah, but it's the same speed as my walking speed.
Oh, is
Okay.
it?
Yeah, same speed.
Splint manages to grapple the guy though, so yeah, within about a round or so, you're able to make it up to him. What are you guys doing? You have this guy, this sort of warehouse worker, like restrained.
I mean, we could just knock him out, tie him up,
That's what I was thinking.
throw a cloth over him.
I won't make a roll for that. You guys have him like
Go underneath the tea trolley.
God.
you guys have him like 6-1. Like you guys are just able to.
Yeah,
do
if he
that.
manages to win this fight, we should retire.
Cool. Yeah, you managed to take out one witness. That's all good.
I would like to take out a like sedative. And do I have any kind of drugs that I could combine to like cause short-term like memory loss at all? Like do any anesthetic or anything that would do that at all?
A little bit of
That
miracle.
would be a very difficult thing to just sort of. That's not really something you can just like whip up.
That's
on
fine.
the fly.
Well, it is as long as you don't care about accidentally killing him.
Yeah, it would. If you tried, if you wanted to try, you would know that you have a very high likelihood of accidentally killing him.
Cool. Anything that could do it that would make him sort of like a sedative mixed with something that would make him really disoriented when he comes back around.
I have some vials of neurotoxin.
Probably.
Can I try to create something like that?
Yeah. Roll a. Is there a pharmacology?
It's medicine.
Medicine. Yeah, let's go with medicine.
20.
And your mic sounds like you're in a windy tunnel.
Yeah,
that better?
20, that'll do it. You whip up. You sort of mix together a couple of. Well, you don't mix it together. You just give him like a couple doses of a couple different drugs, like an anesthetic and one that that has a side effect of being a mild hallucinogen. And you just sort of like say like, well, probably gonna do something. He's probably not gonna be himself when he wakes up.
Cool. And I will give him a dose.
Yep. Well, good. What are you doing now?
Well, we need to probably hide his body somewhere.
Yep.
Is there a disabled toilets nearby I can see?
There's some like just like storage areas, some like sheds, not like sheds, but like cupboards and like they are like areas that are like off to the side that you could be able to like just toss him into.
That'll do. I'll look in there and I'll look for something that has like the least likely to have something in there, like, obvious like cleaning supplies. It's the kind of stuff that you wouldn't be able to, like. There wouldn't be for like spillages, but it'd be like end of day cleaning when it's going to be like a lot later in the day that they're going to come into there.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. No, you find one, and just got a bunch of cleaning supplies in it, and you dump his body in there, and now you're back where you were.
Cool. Any way to like cover him up at all with like a tarpaulin or a sheet, maybe a tablecloth?
Yeah, doable.
Cool.
Cool.
Good
What are you
job.
guys doing? You're back on the warehouse floor.
Yeah.
So you can see the control tower in the middle there with catwalks going around and leading to it. And there's like sort of maintenance sort of ladders on the outside of the control tower which take you up to the sort of top where the sort of access is.
Shall we go that way?
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Sure, yeah. Now you guys, are you all heading over there?
Maybe the mech shouldn't.
Yeah.
So, next stand behind, the rest of you guys going for it. Make everyone but Mr. Ditch, please make a stealth check.
Oh,
I'm
bollocks.
assuming Rivers.
You're
rolling with it.
welcome,
Oh
guys.
yeah, I'm invisible. Oh my god!
Wow.
Right, I have
2 and 3 for
disadvantage,
you.
so it's 12.
That went okay.
That was not terrible.
Apart from hands on
That's probably the best stealth run we've had in a long time.
I rolled 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
best stealth run we've had in a long time.
I got 2.
Oh wait, really?
I rolled 2.
Where?
Got a 13, but
Yeah, I
rolled
got a
2.
13. I have 11 stealth, but you know,
Oh right, okay, yeah.
it's a terrible roll for me.
We only had one single digit result.
2
That's-
13s as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. No. And Sly. Got him. That's good.
Fucking Sly.
Yay, I'm not
Name
the
like that, you'd
worst.
expect him to be good at stealth.
He sneaks out with you guys. You guys make it up the ladder off to the side of the control tower. As you're making your way up to the catwalk, you can see posted just outside the control tower entrances, there are two guards there.
Human or synth? Do we know?
Make an investigation check with advantage because you're sitting around with all the synths as like reference.
Hey, I knew there was a reason I hung around with John Smith.
Troll.
No, these 2 guys are organic. These guys
Okay.
are homegrown.
I'm dressed in like my fancy clothes,
Yep.
so I could go and distract them as being like a receptionist or something who's lost maybe, or a personal assistant. I'm thinking if I can distract them, is there like another way into the room?
There's another catwalk coming from the opposite side, which you presume to have guards on that side as well.
Oh shit, okay.
These are the only 2 entrances.
Any non-sexy thoughts?
No, sorry.
No, sexy always works.
Right?
It is foolproof.
Stupid
My
sex-
go-to.
Yes.
Damn it, Flanders.
Is that what we're going with?
What was the decision?
Sexy seduction.
No.
I guess we do.
Break up some hobnobs and just drop them down the chest.
The only thing is, I don't think the seduction gets us anywhere. Like,
Did we bring hobnobs
Yeah.
on the tea trolley?
Oh no, I left them at home.
you bastard.
Fucking useless cunt.
I've only got party rings.
But what are we distracting them for?
Yeah, I was going to say, it was only if
What's
there was
the
another
follow-up?
way in. If there's not another way in, I'm just going over and sexy talking to people. We need a whole plan.
Wow, this really is falling down at the first hurdle. isn't it?
This is
Why don't we just kill the fuckers? I'll distract him, you guys kill them, then we'll break in.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. River will de-stealth, and will use. Hang on.
Well, hang on.
Everybody.
Can't we just like stealth and fucking knock them out or something? We don't need to murder them.
I assume we were going the murder way. I'm big on the murder, but all right.
Dan was quite keen to do a murder.
Yeah, you know.
Looks a good murder.
Some of us like a good murder. Yeah.
And Dan does love a murder.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Or two.
Well, Dan's been killing all the homeless people.
Maybe three.
That is true.
Brilliant.
Right, do it.
What, Dan murdering?
No,
Okay.
knock out
So
these bots.
River's gonna de-stealth and stumble about with her like data pad and try and look really, really lost, and then see the guards and get excited and wave at them, and like from a little way away be like, "Is this floor 3?"
Roll a deception check.
Please tell me you're good at that.
I am good at deception, but I've been rolling like shit. Hey, nice.
Oh, how about? So the guard on the right steps forward as you approach and says, "What are you doing here? This is completely off limits. Like, what business could you possibly have here?"
Okay, so this is embarrassing, but it is my first day. I have just started working for Mr. And she's going to look down at her data pad, cycle it through a couple of things. Mr. He's tall, he's got dark hair. Oh, this is really awkward. Anyway, I'm trying to
hang on,
find
Ed,
his
at this
office.
point, are all the guards in front of her?
It's just that there's only two. So yeah.
All right, and how far away are all the rest of us?
Oh, man, I hope this catwalk isn't long. I thought it was short.
It's probably about let's say 40 feet away, sort of around the corner, sort of out of sight for right now.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, it's the round the corner thing that's the problem there.
Yeah, I want to try and lure them to that corner then, I guess. So can I start like walking that way and gesturing with my data pad and being like, I thought it was like just down here, but like it doesn't look right, and like I don't know, and I'm definitely gonna lose this job if I don't turn up on time. Can you help me out? Like which way is where's reception? I'm hopeless.
The guy on the right, who's like the younger guy, and maybe you guess maybe the nicer person, is kind of like, okay, yeah, okay. I can't like. And he just gestures to the other guy. You stay here, and like he like starts to lead you down, and you begin to approach the cross section where the guys are, and he's basically talking you through. So you need to go back left here, down to through the lobby area, and that'll take you to the elevators. Then that'll take you wherever you want to go. All right, and then
as they come around the corner, can Jameson just like full on sucker punch him as soon as he's out of sight of his colleague?
He doesn't really come all the way. He is staying sort of like still like away from the side entrance. He hasn't gone like all the way around the corners.
All right, Jameson's just going to poke like Cookie. So
10 feet away from the...
Jameson's going to poke him so Cookie drops something. Anything to rattles on the gantry.
Yeah.
It's going to like nudge Cookie so he drops something just so there's noise.
It's going to be a biscuit, isn't it?
It's a biscuit, or it's going to be like a beer cap.
It's not even a single biscuit, it's his variety box.
You'll look at him and his teeth will fall out.
It's a big clang as the variety tin falls open and all the biscuits fall out.
I'm sorry, Kit.
Is it safe to assume he'll then try and come around the corner?
He'll... once he hears the noise, he perks up a little bit. Hand goes to his gun again, and he sort of begins to sidle up and sort of like as he comes looking.
Oh, hang on! Is it a crossroad as in like everybody's on the right and there's a road off to the left as well? Or
Yeah, there's like two sides.
okay, which side is everybody on? Or is people split?
We're all on one side.
We're on the
Okay.
right side.
I think we were.
If so, what River's going to do is walk ahead of the guy, right, and go the other way and say, "What's that?" So that he'll follow me.
Roll a deception check. You'll need a pretty good one for this.
That's all right. 16's okay.
He just goes, yeah, you just wait there a second, and he starts to come around, and he's about 5 feet away, and sort of his gun sort of pokes around, and he
Who is this fan? You hit a fan really badly. Sorry.
It's my fan. One sec.
Yes. Sorry, Ed.
Sorry, I borrowed it from
I
Mike.
guess you couldn't hear you over that fan.
Is that better?
Yeah.
no, you so he's like pokes his gun around the corner, and like he's about 5 feet away when he sort of like notices all you guys around the corner and locks eyes with you, and
At that point, I'd like to sucker punch him.
all right, let's roll initiative real quick to see who acts first.
Curiously, we were ready to act. He wasn't necessarily.
You were, however, this is not a surprise because he was like attack.
Got him.
If he was not aware of you, that would be potentially surprised. But he is not surprised because he's you're
You want us to all roll with initiative?
yeah. Everyone there who wants to roll can roll, and then if anyone beats his initiative roll, they can act first.
I probably didn't.
Let me put guy down here. Where is he?
For if it happens, for reference, going for a sucker punch straight their throat so he can't shout.
It's like you get to go first. I was going to use my hidden blade to stab him in the neck.
That works too.
Oh.
Green team.
So yeah, everyone but Splint can go first.
Oh!
But we are kicking this
I
man while he's
believe
down.
it's Jameson, going first. What you were trying to, roll some damage. Or roll an attack. Did you say, River's, like, waiting behind him?
Yeah.
So you have flanking.
So
roll,
basically, this
yeah,
goes
roll
around
another
the corner.
12.
Just
We basically jumped him into the gang, haven't we? We're like, take your fucking lumps, boy.
When will I have this?
What was Andy saying?
Crit distraction.
That would have been really helpful.
That would have been very useful, yeah. Instead, we just dropped biscuits.
Oh, where were you 5 minutes ago?
He was holding onto his biscuit tin.
You
Yeah.
would hope that during like the potential finale that Andy would be not quite as drunk as he is.
You, as the guy rounds the corner, basically the haft of a massive power axe swings out, smashing him in the throat, and you hear a crunch, and this guy goes and just crumples to the ground. The guy, the other guard further back, just goes. You just hear around the corner, "Oh shit!" And you hear like a click of a walkie-talkie turning
This
on.
is
and him about to act.
exactly what I thought would happen when you said you were going to use your axe.
No,
No, when he said you're going to use your axe.
but the implication was that I was waiting until he was out of sight of his colleague before I hit him.
I mean, you don't have to be. You don't come around the corner and then notice everything around the corner.
Yeah, but I would assume we would be like leant against the wall, not just stood in front.
No, just hanging out, having a cigarette.
So this guy.
I feel the
Also,
need
this
to
is-
draw a diagram here. So like
This is Ed's world.
this
Yeah,
is
that's fair.
this is So this is you here.
Jameson's just going to look at
The
Cookie.
man here. He can see you.
No, it's fine.
And the problem is, guys, is that we forget that the people we're trying to kill / infiltrate are not toddlers.
He is a trained military guard.
Man,
One of
this
the
would be
main
so
things
much
they
easier
teach
if we
you
were just
in-
killing toddlers.
One of the main things they teach you in like gun school is how to walk around a corner with a gun. I am not joking.
Apparently, one of the things they teach you is you walk out chest first, so that you don't, because that's where all your protection is.
Display the neck. Just like really extend it.
Yeah. so
Jameson's going to look at Cookie in panic and be like, block it, block it, block it.
Yeah, well, right. Has he just clicked his thing on?
He is about to like react and send a distress call.
Then comms blackout.
Yep. Damn, that's a useful.
It's really
So
good.
fucking useful.
We are
It's a
very
reaction
dependent
as well.
It's amazing.
Yeah, no, that works.
He's even next in the queue. It's like it was meant to be.
So we'll
Alright.
say that guy has the same initiative as his buddy.
All right, and
Um,
now can I have a foot race with him to see who can get there first?
Yeah, no. So he's was it 40 feet away? You have from the corner. So yeah. So is that what?
Actually, River, are you still here?
your
Yeah,
attack?
yeah.
You can almost certainly fly faster than I can run.
Yeah, I can run or fly 40 feet. So
That's 6 seconds. Yeah, 40 feet in 6 seconds is swift.
she's a quick girl.
If you can tackle him to the ground, I'll punch him to consciousness.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going by turn order or.
Yeah, no, we'll go by turn order just because it keeps things straightforward. So, Cookie, are you doing anything else? Oh no, yeah. So Jameson's trying to run. Cookie, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm going to ping Echo on the guy and then overcrowd him.
Yep.
So he's going to take 5 d4 plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
So 18 damage and then blind him. He's got to succeed on a mind saving throw.
Blind is such a useful thing to be able to do.
So
No
I'm gonna
need. He is dead.
Superb.
The best kind of blind.
He's dead.
Yeah.
That's a good way of doing it.
Wait, did you just kill him with 13 damage?
No, 18 damage.
I mean,
Right.
you killed a guy with 18 damage.
Is there another closet nearby?
So yeah, you guys have made surprisingly quietly
Is there-
killed the two guards.
Is there a nice big bin with a yellow lid on it that you have to press triangle to dump
Can
bodies?
we put, as swiftly as possible, can we get their uniforms on some of us?
I'd like
Yeah,
to wear a uniform.
Yeah.
Can we dress makeup in the uniform?
Hello, this is my first day.
Yeah, I think if it fits, James will take one. Actually, James
yeah, that's all good.
No, I'm all right. Just put it on someone else. Put it on Cookie. And
Well, you Winston, you're not the boss of me. I'm not wearing your shit.
I would like to wear a uniform.
Yeah, I was gonna say John will wear one.
put it on John.
What about
Split, I
Split?
guess?
Yeah.
No, what one?
Refuse it. Refuse this tyranny.
Split a
Very
wear one.
unusual
Not
definition
because
of
you asked me
tyranny.
to, but because he's chosen to.
Same end result.
Right, are we now safe to break into the control tower without...
I think safe was a poor choice of words.
Oh,
Ready.
skip over.
Might be.
You guys, yes, you guys
Ready.
are able to make your way in. Can anyone roll? Actually, no, just with passive investigation. you guys are able to see that these guys have access keys on them that they are able to sort of swipe to gain access to the control tower. So you're able to gain access with their keys. And yeah, no, you find yourself in a sort of like not a massive, but sort of like a 40-foot diameter sort of like circular room with like computer banks all around. Currently, no one in there. It's sort of seems very automated. And this is sort of like the graveyard shift. This is like sort of 1 a.m. at this point. So, yeah. What are you doing?
Are there cameras showing like where a big empty area of the building would be that we could maybe suggest to all the guards that they go there, saying that someone's broken in?
Roll a...
Hang on. Isn't it a bit premature for that?
I'm just because there's a big lot of computers there.
Well, if we're dressed as those of us that then got disguises, we can just fucking march our way to the lift and get in the lift, and then we'll be halfway there. Like, if we call the guards to an empty space now, then they'll get there and be like, "There's nothing here. What's going on?" Then it will go to shit.
I was only suggesting that we have that in our back pocket should we need to clear out all the guards. Wasn't going to call the guards there now.
Sorry,
that would be ridiculous.
That would be ridiculous. Definitely what I was originally suggesting. But
100% what I was originally suggesting.
Yeah, there we go. There it is. Yeah.
If you roll an investigation check, you can sort of scope out a couple areas. Yeah, no, there's a couple areas you can see on the monitors of like the far end of the warehouse, which is a fucking age away, which will take them a while to get around to, and distract them for a long while.
Alright.
Is now a good time for the mech to go to this room as well?
Can do.
Mech to do what?
Move up.
Yeah, I guess so. Is anyone else got any view on that?
No.
No, yeah. Makes sense.
I think we've killed everything.
Surprising, no commitment.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
knock yourself out.
Okay.
Yeah, no, for the sake of brevity, yeah, no, the mech is able to meet up with you guys, and
Is he
you
fairly
are aware that on one of the entrances, you guys have two guards on the outside looking the other way who are guarding that entrance, but you now have complete access in and out of one end of it. You have access to the synth sort of control room. That is one sort of section sort of completed.
Alright, so someone needs to stay here whilst we then go and...
What if I'm
Get to the other
thinking? I put to the group. We leave Sly here. We leave John here, and dressed as a security guard,
Yes.
and the mech.
Sly and Squish.
Because I don't feel like the mech is ever going to stealth anywhere from anything. Thoughts?
I think that all makes quite a lot of sense, I'll be honest
I
with you.
am happy to stay in the safe place where we've already killed everyone.
Yeah, we know you are.
And the mech, and he's got the mech for protection.
Yeah, you got a mech for protection, that makes
Yeah,
good
and it's got its little baby swaddle for me, so I'll be fine.
You need to keep an eye on the guards outside. The mech can knock them out if need be.
Mech-
Climb into your safety harness.
Mr. Ditch is feeling a little bit sick now because he's eating too many biscuits.
We know.
Oh dear.
Everyone's
He's
been
eating
pretty
the
sick
one-
on Mr. Ditch.
He's eating the ones that Cookie
Do we want to
dropped
leave... I'm just thinking in terms of equality of people, do we want to leave one other person here as well?
I just had
Just-
vision of
yeah.
the bitch like crawling through a duct, trying to stealth, and then throwing up, and then sick, dropping out of the vent.
Because we have to hold this location as well, so
Yeah,
why doesn't
I'm
River
thinking-
stay here as well? as
I'm
another
thinking
combat
River is one of the best stealth options we have.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
I
fair
think-
shout, fair
I think
shout.
River and Jameson and someone dressed as a security guard are probably good. And then I'm thinking either Cookie or Splint. I'm going to say I'm leaning towards Cookie, but I'm open. If Cookie objects, then that's fine.
Or just staying or going.
Staying, because Splint could be useful to heal Jameson and River.
Mm.
I don't really care. Not looking down.
Yeah, I didn't hear the last comment. He's very quiet.
Laying down.
He's laying down across the room. Right, great. Is that because if we put Splint in the security guard's outfit, we've then got Jameson and River dressed as business people and a security guard to escort them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And I think we've got enough swipe cards now for 3 people. So
Yeah, go for it.
Yep.
all right.
Awesome.
In this security room, are there any like visitors passes or anything?
Just remember, you got no comms blackout or
Visitors access is not that you can see. This is only this is not really the place.
It was really a long shot.
It's fair.
So, whilst we're coming along, can Splint use his holographic emitters to make himself look like one of the guards that we killed?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Cool.
very doable.
It's
I
way
do that,
better
I
than
think.
disguise kit.
Uh,
With holographic emitters.
Because they cost a lot of money.
cool.
Fair.
So who's heading out for the elevators then?
I shall.
I believe it's River and Splint and myself.
I think so. Yeah.
Sounds right to me.
Awesome. So you guys leave your compatriots there. Sly basically hands you a data pad and says, "All right, this has got all the sort of the route you need to follow. Follow this corridor down. This will take you to a lobby that is basically for this floor. You go through that, and it seems pretty big and open. And then you'll come to some elevators, and that'll take you up to floor 50, where you want to be for the server room. Conveniently, that's just 2 floors below the helipad, where we've got our boys coming. So.
In the elevator, is there anything in the elevator, like in terms of, like posters or are there sometimes you get into them, we've got like pictures where they're in those kind of like frames where you just pull the borders up to put stuff in and for like notices and stuff. Is there anything like that in the elevators?
The schematics don't tell me, but
When we
I'm
go in,
sure we can
when we
keep
go
an eye
in.
out.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Can I ask why?
Pardon?
Can I ask why?
So what I was thinking is if we have to get into the elevators at any point, you've got the plastic explosives.
You were
could,
going to do a fucking short shot.
you could hide plastic explosives like behind posters, like just like a thin layer, like enough that it's difficult to see, but like an A4 piece of paper-sized bit of explosives would be enough to blow a hole in it and put them out of action should we need to.
Yeah, fair play. I will. I'll take that under consideration.
All right.
In fact, we're at the bottom of the building currently. We're not.
Yeah.
All right. Can I distribute? I'm thinking 25 kilos of C5
Mm-hmm.
in various sort of patches, hidden under desks and stuff, places where you will not spot it unless you're deliberately looking for it around the room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely fine. Are you trying to put it in the most efficient way, places in order to hopefully take down the building?
Yes.
Please roll some engineering for me.
And I assist.
Sure.
I'm glad you said that.
Oh, man.
Did you roll twice?
Yeah. Jameson's no architect, but he knows a big pillar is probably holding up stuff. And there's enough of those going around, and he spreads it out fairly evenly. You feel like it's gonna do something. It's gonna do something.
Shit's gonna go down.
That is the best phrase of the evening so far. You put the explosive in places where you know it's gonna do something.
Pretty safe bet with explosives.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll wire that all up to wireless detonator number 1.
Yeah.
You think?
I'm going to write that down because I will forget.
Had you already forgot about the fact that you bought the P5?
No.
Okay, good.
No, it seems to. What I was expecting is like helicopter on the way out. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Awesome. Groovy. So you guys are heading off then.
Onwards and upwards.
Are you guys disguised? So who is it? Oh yeah, you guys are all disguised, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yes.
we are. Yeah.
That's all good. So as you guys heading through, you guys make your way through an open. You guys come out of like the sort of industrial areas really quickly into like what looks like a very sort of drab office, like open lobby area. It's a long sort of extended lobby with like these big sort of square pillars, with a desk at either end. The end you passed is like the entrance with like security, like the magnetic scanner you walk through, but you with your sort of security passes you just sort of bypass those and walk around them. You walk down the length of the lobby to the elevators, walking past other security guards and other sort of office workers or maintenance people. Can you all roll me some deception?
Deception.
With advantage because of your disguises.
I'm still not having great rolls.
I've got a +5. Also, we had advantage, boys.
You did.
That's why I rolled twice.
You all...
Just a heads up, I'm probably going to have to go to bed in a bit.
Yeah, no, I figured we were going to pause in a sec.
That is not the best deception I've ever rolled.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell, man.
Splint...
He's still wearing the
Why
mask.
did we bring the guy who can't lie?
Wait, Splint is wearing the guy's face, isn't he? With
Yes.
Yeah.
his- Okay, that'll change things.
You got on a man's face.
I've
No,
got holographic emitters that
Yeah,
make...
he
Oh,
peeled
shit.
it off.
Okay, sorry. I had a very different image for a minute there.
No, I fucking...
I thought
I'm
the
not
doctor had gone dark.
he's got
Yeah.
like IRL
not-
deep
I'm
fakes.
Dr. Splint, not Dr. fucking Hannibal. Come on.
Good.
Well, you kill a lot of homeless people, man. It's hard to
Don't.
track.
Kill homeless people.
Sure, buddy.
That's not what our investigation found.
That's quite
Brilliant.
You make it through to the lobby, you swipe through the access, and you make it into a lift. This lift, there's a bank of 6 lifts, and you make it into one, you by yourself. And you you head up in the lift, up all the 50 floors, stopping a few ways on the let people on and off. And it seems all is well. You make it up to the server floor. You make it up to the server floor and exit onto the corridor. You see there's significantly more sort of like a sort of official sort of military presence. This is still like the middle of the night, so there's not like as many like normal office workers and sort of engineers as usual, but there's like regular sort of patrols which walk past, but with yours.
We're in the lift. Are we alone currently as we travel up the floors? Like we're
Yes,
relatively.
sorry, you've arrived at the floor.
All right. Can we send the lift up to a different floor so we get a little more time alone? And Jameson's going to make the snap decision that having a man who can't lie, dressed as a security guard, is a bad idea and asking me to swap outfits. Is that possible?
I can give you the guard outfits, but then I'll cancel the holographic thing.
Yeah, but you can do that for the person I'm an office worker. Surely.
Yep. But I'm more thinking that the guard being a recognisable guard is a good thing versus just...
I feel like this is a big enough building that they're not recognising one another face by face.
Also, they might raise the question of why
that
you...
changes things.
Yeah. It did. But that's inside knowledge. If you guys are okay to switch clothes.
We can switch clothes.
I'm more thinking that if we're walking, if it's in the middle of the night and there's two office workers, maybe they're escorted by a security guard, maybe bit of legitimacy. But the security guard, if security guard immediately blurts out, "I don't know what I'm doing," like,
let's swap clothes, and I will use my holographic methods to become the first guy we knocked unconscious who discovered the mech way back when.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, you guys have time and the ability to do that, all right. That's all fine. Yeah, you make it to the server floor and make it out there. It seems pretty quiet at the moment.
All right, if there's no one around, then we just head straight to the server room, I guess.
Yep. Following the navigation that that slide gave you, you managed to make your way to what is labelled on the schematic as a server room. You basically come to what looks like a big safe, like a big fucking vault.
So you remember that non-Newtonian C4 I mentioned? I jest. Is there any kind of lock of any sort visible?
Yeah. Off to the side, there's like a keypad and a biometric scanner.
Perfect.
Can I try and hack the biometric?
No, dude, we have a gel for this.
Oh yeah, we had the gel. Yeah, let's use the
We
gel.
discussed the
Yeah.
fact that the gel was good for getting into the hole.
Well, he hoped it would be. Let's find out. You know.
Gee, with the fucking nanogel. Yeah, that nanogel work.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah, let's do that.
Who's using their nanogel?
I will use mine because I've got my grenade if I need more.
Yep, cool. That's all fine. Yeah, no, you. River basically just smears the nanogel all over the sort of keypad from her canister. The screen just basically just goes blank, and it doesn't appear to activate any fail safes that. Splint, just sort of like your passive sort of engineering skill, you would expect that if this was like a power cut, it would like kick in loads of fail safes and whatever. This just appears to have just taken that piece of the equipment out, like it almost like it like the system does not recognize it's there anymore.
Cool.
You still have the big door.
Can I check if it's now unlocked?
Yeah. You try and pull it, and it is in a resting position that is locked, essentially.
Wait, can I try and push it?
It is still not moving.
Okay, cool.
Does anybody have any acid?
No.
I have
I could melt my way in, but I might set off the fire alarm, and it might take many days.
Yeah.
Alternatively, has anyone got... hang on. Alright, bear with me here. This might seem extreme, but I don't think it is. Can we smother some... Assumably the whole canister of gel wasn't used up on the door, so can we use the remainder of his gel to take out any sprinklers nearby? I'd like to turn my flamethrower onto its most concentrated setting to bore a hole where I think the bolt might be, of sorts, and then stuff it full of C5.
Okay.
Before we do that, just a question. Doesn't the river have like a special knife sword thing?
Oh shit, yeah, nanoblade. Does that cut through metal?
I do have a nanoblade. I don't think it cuts through metal. It's just really good at cutting through flesh.
Well, let's
Ed?
check with Ed.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's a nanoblade katana. I don't think it can cut through like a vault door.
Oh yeah, no, it's not like
Yeah, like,
yeah, it's just a really nice.
it does not do that much damage to people.
The ability. Yeah, you guys are able to smear goo on like fire alarms and sprinkler systems along this corridor. That's no trouble. You switch your power axe.
Nozzle on the flamethrower till it's like white hot, and then just see if I can start boring a hole enough to get a purchase so that the C4 blows into the door rather than just into the corridor.
Yeah, roll some engineering just to see how sort of efficient this is.
Fuck, I should have been an engineer.
Not too bad. You sort of make your best guess where the sort of bolt, the main sort of bolt would be, and yeah, essentially bore like a small little cylinder out. You give it a little bit of time. The process is quite loud, but you haven't heard anyone come just yet. You give it just a few minutes just to cool down and pack it for the C5.
Right, before I blow that up, are we assuming we're in radio contact with the boys downstairs?
Yeah, no, you're able to.
Is it? Can we just check with Sly? Once we're in, assumably spreading that gel is going to be a relatively swift process, and then it will help to break loose. Yeah.
He says, it should be. You won't have enough gel for. There's going to be this is a big fucking building. They're going to have a lot of servers. As long as you can identify the right server, I've got the serial number on the data pad there. As long as you can identify the right one and smear it on the right one, then that should be all gravy.
Right, and I'll leave 25 kilos of C5 behind to make sure we get it in the sink. So
I'd suggest keeping maybe a couple of kilos back just in case.
All right, maybe 20 kilos of C5 of this, but then we'll keep 5 kilos back for safety.
I like that.
But what I'm thinking is that as soon as we set this bomb, like the C5 that's stuffed into that lock, like once that goes off, we could potentially be doing with the diversion that Mr. John mentioned earlier, because we don't want to be setting off a bomb on the server floor without any warning. That's going to cause chaos, and we're going to need time to find that server blade, whatever it is. So maybe, like, if he could call that in before we set the bomb off.
Oh, what? So that's where everybody initially rushes to?
Yeah, set the alarm off in the basement, give it 2 minutes, and then blow the bomb off on the 52nd floor.
Mm-hmm. It's not a bad chat, yeah.
Okay, I'll get on the radio and just like put out like a all hands thing, saying that like it looks like one of the doors is breached in the warehouse. The furthest possible door.
Yeah.
From the server room. And then let the upstairs.
Alright, I'm going to then count to like 60 because what else will you do? And then we'll blow the lock up, I guess.
Yeah. So as you hear, like the guys down in the control tower, you guys hear and see in the sort of floor of the warehouse, like about like 24 security guards and soldiers like converging from different areas, sort of sprinting through the aisles and like along the catwalks and making their way sort of towards where you indicated. The guys on the door outside where you are both have stayed still, but they are now got their guns sort of trained down on the factory floor, like, and on the catwalk. They're like looking really on edge.
Wait, can I remotely open the door?
Yeah, you can just open it from the inside. Yeah.
I meant the warehouse door. Saying's breach. Can I open that?
From where you are, no. You unfortunately don't. It's not that kind of control tower. This control tower is mainly for the operation of like the synths and so on.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I was just wondering if I could open it and be like, "Oh, I've just seen them fleeing outside. You should probably run outside and then lock the door behind them."
No, unfortunately not. And then Jameson, you give it 60 good Mississippis, and you hit the button. There's a half moment delay, and then just a fucking massive just explosion.
As the explosion happens, I'd like to cough loudly.
You take this opportunity to have a good fart.
Just
Sorry, lads, that was all me.
You hear the screech of metal as the door is blown outward and ripped off its hinges and propelled into the opposite wall, taking down the wall and sort of like embedding into the office opposite. And alarms start sounding.
Didn't the Met bring grenades?
Mr. Ditch has grenades, yes.
I have grenades.
Can I suggest now I'm going to message radio him and say, do you want to just start like using the mech, so with a long throw, just start tossing a few grenades in random directions inside the basement. Just to fuck with people, so they think they're under attack or something, I don't know. And then all the while, we're going to get in there and try and find that fucking server, like, stat.
Alright, you guys bust in to the server room. Fucking alarms sounding all around you. You come into...
inappropriate.
You come into this area and end up there. And that is where we will leave it for tonight.
Okay.
I think this has gone very surprisingly well.
This could have gone...
Despite our best efforts.
This could have gone badly in a lot of different areas.
Despite our complete arsehattery,
That's a word.
we've done quite well, though.
Yeah.
It's like all of our plans. They sound shit on paper. They are shit. But somehow we roll well. Apart from Rip.
Yeah, apparently. Fucking hell. These fucking rolls.
I know. It's been a day of rolls, hasn't it?
You're saving them up for the all...
That's,
for the
yeah, exactly. You're all going to be super thankful, yeah.
It's going to be Nat 20s all round next week. Except for Ed. Ed, I hope.
Yeah,
No.
except for Ed. Fuck Ed, no.
Yeah, that one's red all round.
No 20s for you, no.
Yeah, there's gonna be some shit. If I get some Nat 20s leg session, people die. Potentially.
Cool.
Yeah, it's all good.
Cool. Well done.
Thank you, Ed. Very good.
Thank you guys.
So do you reckon next week's the finale then, Ed?
I think I was dubious that this one would be unless we just blaze through it, which is not really our style. But yeah,
we did have a 30-minute discussion about biscuits, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom had a 40-minute discussion about biscuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this. I know this group well enough to expect.
Yeah, to be fair, us having an argument about biscuits is very on brand.
Yeah, I budget that in.
This is actually only meant to be a one-shot campaign.
Welcome to the biscuit campaign.
This is only meant to be like a 6-session module.
This is just meant to be like the let's try out the cyberpunk flavour, see if it works well.
Yeah,
and then
welcome
we'll do a
to
real campaign
session
afterwards.
0.
Yeah.
And then you're working out what sort of biscuits are in Cyberpunk world.
It's a very important question, though, so, you know.
Fox's cyber biscuits.
Yeah. What sort of biscuits do synths like?